This is a rather strange tale. Beautiful at its core, yet mysterious in its presentation. It's the tale of a mysterious consort hidden deep within the confines of the Emperor's Royal Harem, brewing with politics and conspiracies, her duty to assist lost souls in passing over to paradise. Yup, that's what we have in store for you, as today, we shall be covering another gem from the Fall 2022 anime release, Raven of the Inner Palace. Generally speaking, this is a show that might be dwarfed by the other heavy hitters that aired this season. But don't worry, we'll give you enough reasons to immediately draw you into the show. Raven of the Inner Palace is a light novel adaptation set within the bustling royal harem of ancient imperial China. However, don't let the setting fool you, because the beauty of this show lies in its fantasy element. This is a world where magic, ghosts, and curses are common, meshed with the politics of a royal court and a mesmerizing protagonist. All of these fine-tuned elements will keep you intrigued and leave you wanting more. So, without further ado, let us explore all the factors that add to the mysterious and beautiful allure of Raven of the Inner Palace. In order to be fully immersed in the allure of this anime, it's essential to learn about its story. Within the court of the Emperor lies his royal harem, filled with beauties that serve the Emperor as his consorts. But don't let appearances fool you, as it's not such a forgiving place. The harem has its own hierarchy, with eunuchs that serve the consorts, and worst of all, heavy politics. Here, a single misstep could prove fatal, so it pays to be well-informed and cautious before taking action. Now you must wonder, what's so beautiful about that? Well, that is where our protagonist, Li Su Shui, also known as the Raven Consort, comes into the picture. She's an anomaly among the consorts, as she never kneels before the Emperor nor provides nighttime duties. Some think she's an old witch, while others believe she's a young maiden, but all seem to agree that she has mysterious powers to exorcise spirits and curses, and also help find long-lost items. In other words, she's an unusual human with mysterious powers. We also follow the journey of a new emperor, Sha Gaojun, as he seizes the throne from the Dowager Empress, who relentlessly murdered his mother. Gaojun is an intelligent and charismatic man, with loyal subordinates following him. But his problems as emperor persist, even after conquering the throne, as the court has many mind-boggling challenges. And in these problematic times, the emperor asks for advice from none other than the Raven Consort. He does this even though it is widely known that emperors who ally themselves with a Raven Consort will inevitably face dire consequences. Now you might be wondering, what is the relationship between the two? Well, the emperor frequently asks for help from Shu Sui on ghosts and curses, while presenting all sorts of food during his visits. Yet, rather than exorcising these ghosts, the Raven Consort feels pity for them and helps the lost, sad souls pass over to paradise instead, with the Raven's mysterious yet majestic powers. Her gentle appeal and unique personality has the Emperor interested in such a controversial figure. Over time, the two slowly develop a special bond as the anime progresses. Every couple of episodes tell a tragic tale about a ghost and how Shu Sui helps them pass on. We also see the cold Raven Consort, who's supposed to live in solitude, develop meaningful relationships with others. As time passes, she gains more and more people she cannot simply leave behind. But with each passing episode, the mysteries start to unravel Shu Sui's mysterious powers, her tragic past, and how integral she is in sustaining this nation. And then out of nowhere, we're swept into the middle of a 1,000-year-old conflict between gods. Intriguing, isn't it? That sums up the story portion without spoiling all the best surprises. That said, it would be a crime if we didn't recognize the animation style and creative team behind this captivating show. It's one of the primary reasons this anime has such a strong appeal. Raven of the Inner Palace is animated by Bandai Namco Pictures under the direction of Miyawaki Chizuru, the man responsible for Hunter x Hunter, Gintama, and Ghost in the Shell, so we know for sure that the show was handled by reliable hands. When it comes to the anime adaptation of light novel works, it's always a hit or a miss. This is because attempting to capture and accurately convey the silent beauty is a difficult task, yet one that can bring great satisfaction when done successfully. We see this executed seamlessly, with the level of creativity involved in creating this show. The character model for Shu Sui is beautiful, not only for her, but the same can be said for all the named characters. They truly capture the spirit of ancient imperial China, no pun intended. Like when we meet different consorts, each represented by a bird, or when we see the painting of the goddess Niao Lan. Our personal favorite is the shadow puppet style sequences used for flashbacks. Simple, sure, but still striking, and adding significant cultural incorporation for the show. So this series is like a delicious full-course meal by a Michelin star restaurant for all the anime watchers who love beautiful animation and alluring visuals. We can assure you that you don't want to pass on this. Now that we're done with the animation, we'll also dive into the characters and their personalities that liven up this fictional ancient imperial China. The characters truly make this series so exquisite in its mystery. Let's examine some of the characters to pique your interest in the show. The first one is the main character, Lu Shu Sui. The Raven consort is a mesmerizing female who lives alone in her small palace in the Royal Harem. Despite her title or what the rumors say, she's just a 16-year-old girl. But with her unique powers, she faithfully fulfills her obligations, such as freeing the ghosts from their torment and sending them to paradise. Her caretaker, Li Nang, also known as the previous Raven consort, taught her all the rules that a Raven consort must follow. Strictly, she must have no attachments and mustn't allow herself to be weak. But slowly, throughout the series, she changes from a figure shrouded in mystery to someone who can smile and enjoy sweets with fellow consorts. Learning to let people in, she takes in a lady-in-waiting, Ju Ju, and a young eunuch, Yi Siha. It's important to note that no one in the history of the Raven Palace has ever taken in anyone. Moving on, the next character we'll cover is Xiao Gaojun. In a cruel twist of fate, the young monarch's throne was taken by the menacing Dowager Empress, who had even gone as far as to murder his mother. Despite this grave injustice, he courageously rose to reclaim what was rightfully his. But to succeed there, he does the unexpected. He approaches the controversial Raven consort to seek help. During his many visits, their relationship builds up as he relies for support, spoils her with treats, and listens intently to all she has to say. As the show progresses, the relationship between them both strengthens and deepens. Gao Jun realizes Shu Sui's worth, but he doesn't want her to be caged in the palace. He yearns for her to live freely and recognize that it's okay to be vulnerable and rely on people closest to her. Thanks to him, Shu Sui does change. She gains indispensable allies and becomes a much better version of herself. Similarly, Gao Jun's biggest strength comes from his invaluable assistants. His associates include his attendant, Wei King, and Shu Sui's bodyguard, Wen Ying and Dan Hai. They play an essential role in protecting him from any malicious intent directed at him. Don't we all want friends like them? Liu Shu Shui and Xiao Gaojun are the two pillars that make the Raven of the Inner Palace special. With them, the anime maintains its captivating charm and enchantment. Despite being like oil and water at the start of the series, a bond between them eventually blossoms into an unbreakable friendship. These two individuals are essential in fostering each other's growth and development, positively influencing the other while unraveling the mysteries of the Inner Palace. The result of both the character development and the setting is what makes this anime mysterious while portraying its beautiful allure. To sum up, The Raven of the Inner Palace is an unexpected gem that may have flown under your radar. It's a series about friendship, growth, and the allure of ancient imperial China. We have a tale of a young girl isolated in her palace who slowly changes as a person, and then a story of a young monarch reclaiming his destiny from an oppressive dowager. All of this is intertwined in a beautiful story that opens up the mysteries within the Royal Harem. You owe it to yourself to give Raven of the Inner Palace a chance and be captivated by its beauty. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to keep up with the anime community, check out our next video here. Thanks for watching!